Hey guys. So I'm planning my second trip to Italy. Last time I went to Italy was October 2024, and I saw mostly Southern Italy and Rome. So this time I want to see Northern Italy. So I'm planning that right now, but I thought as I'm planning that, because it's very complicated doing it on your own, trying to figure out, how to get around and everything. So I wanted to make a video for you guys about my itinerary back in October of 2024 that I planned all by myself and ended up working out amazing. And I saw Rome, I saw Positano, and I saw Capri. But hopefully this video will make it a lot easier and I can share with you the experiences I had being a first timer in Europe. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. I flew out of San Francisco airport and I got a direct flight to the main airport in Rome. To avoid jet lag, I highly recommend taking some kind of sleep aid or anti-anxiety medication, because you'll arrive and you will be feeling good, let me tell you. All right, so I stayed at the Hive Hotel in Rome and I absolutely loved it. It is modern, so if you're looking for that old country feel, you're not gonna get it there. The reason but you don't really need it. I mean, it's all around you. If you're a person who loves history and historic buildings, it's literally all around you. This is just a modern boutique looking hotel right in the middle of all that. And I chose it because the location was amazing. It's right around everything. There's taxis and Ubers in Rome. So staying at the Hive Hotel in Rome was great because they had a great breakfast and the best gym. So I was able to get in like 2 or 3 days of workouts because fitness is very important to me. Yeah, they call you a taxi if you don't want to use Uber, they call you a taxi from the front desk, and they spoke English. So from the Hive Hotel, after we were done in Rome, we walked to the train station, which was about a 5 or 10 minute walk, very close by. That's another reason I love that hotel. And this is where things got a little bit confusing. So I booked a train through a train app. There's a lot of different train apps, I believe. But when you catch your train, you want to keep in mind that when it's going to show your destination up on this projector thingy, okay? And you want to keep in mind that if you buy a train ticket from Rome, for instance, to Naples, which is what we did, it may not say up on the board that the destination is going to be Naples. It may say a different destination because Naples will be like a stop in between. So that's where it got kind of confusing. I had to ask someone. Luckily, somebody spoke English and explained that to me. And yeah, the trains were awesome. They were so fast and we got to Naples super quick. Maybe in less than an hour. I think it was like 45 minutes. Long story short, with the trains in Italy, on your app, I recommend just booking the train on your app, and you'll have like a ticket on your phone and it'll show where your train's going to be, and just go there because it's correct, even though you might look up and be like, that doesn't look correct. It's correct. Just follow what your ticket says. And the trains make a lot of stops and they will announce where they're stopping. So just pay attention. So one more thing I want to say is I was able to do this whole 10-day trip, 9 nights, 10 days. I was able to do this with just carry-on luggage. Okay, so pack light. How I did this though is I really didn't pack light. My bag was heavy. I went on Amazon and I bought vacuum seal travel bags. Go on Amazon and buy them. They're like $25. And you could fit like double stuff in your carry-on. Okay, so the train arrived at Naples, and this is how I made the connection from Rome all the way to Positano. So that was second on the itinerary. So when you get off at the train station in Naples, you will hop on a taxi, which are right out there, and they'll take you to the port. So there's going to be the port of Naples. That is where your ferry will take you from the port of Naples to the main port of Positano. You're going to want to download this ferry app. I will share it. I don't remember the name of it, but I will share it in the description. And there's probably more than one. You're going to want to book your ferry I would say the day before. That worked for me. You'll see on the ferry app, there's different like speeds and different types of ferries you could get. We just got the fastest. So when I arrived in Positano after this like 40-minute quick ferry ride, we stayed at hotel, I don't even know if I'm saying this right, Hotel Pupetto. I'll list it in the description. Positano. I love that hotel, and we only stayed for 2 nights, which I think is I guess that's enough. I would not, I'm going to say I would not recommend going to the Amalfi Coast in October. I would think it's better in the summertime because it was still warm, but the water was cooler on the cooler side. Then again, I'm used to going to Hawaii where the water's always warm, but I still swam. And bring water shoes because the beaches are not Hawaii beaches. They are rocky as hell. And I would recommend booking way ahead of time. Like I think I booked it maybe 5 months at a time, 6 months at a time, because you will get the ocean front suite. So from Positano, you just go back to the port, which is right near your hotel. And you're just gonna hop on a ferry to Capri. And Capri was beautiful, but we stayed 3 nights there and that was too much. And I would have rather just stayed like 2 days. But so in Capri, I was determined to find a gym. I Googled one and I found it. It was very hard to find, but I found it. I went into like a couple stores nearby and it was in the center of Capri. It wasn't the top level, wasn't the bottom, it was right in the middle. We stayed at Hotel Weber Ambassador, something. I'll share that too. That was a great hotel. I loved it. They had free shuttle service anywhere you want to go. They would take you and drop you off or actually they would drop you to the center. And then from there you could take like a bus. I would still recommend going to Capri, especially if you visit Positano because it's not that far from Positano. But I will say October, again, I would not recommend going in October because the ferry rides to and from these places made me sick. Luckily, I did not throw up or anything, but it was rough water and it was too rough to go see like the Blue Grotto. They were still doing tours, but no, I'm not doing that when the water's that rough. That looked crazy. So I wouldn't recommend going in October. The summer is probably way calmer. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up with a voiceover as I just play some clips from the trip, random clips. So to get back to Rome, which is where we flew home from, we're in Capri. We had to take a ferry and it was direct from Capri straight to Naples or Napoli. I think that's the other way to say that. Just a direct ferry. I want to say it probably took like 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Usually that's how long it takes. And then we just hopped back on the train and went right back to Rome and flew out the very next day, the very next morning. So it was pretty easy. Everything went smoothly. Once we had been to the train station, we already knew how to get back and, so it was no big deal. This is a museum right here that I'm showing on the very top of Capri. This was definitely worth seeing. And oh my God, it was insane. And carry just a little bit of euros so you could pay for that. I think it was like 10 euros. Anyway, I hope this video helps you out a lot. I cannot wait to go back and see Northern Italy. And I hope this helps you plan a trip.